Hello, y'all. This is Red Naw Claw, and we are here in NASCAR, playing the NASCAR playoffs. For y'all that do not know how NASCAR playoffs work, that's a good question because I kind of hardly know how they work. But from what I know is that there is 3 races that determine the next round. So right now we're in the round of 16 here. Let's see if we can get over here. We are in 11th place, and if we can go to playoff standings, where are they at? The round of 16, here we go. So in the round of 6, each round, 4 people get eliminated, if I am correct. 4 people get eliminated from each round, and each round has 3 races, and only the top 16 goes. So here are the people in the cutoff. So right now, as long as we do not let Kevin Harvick, Matt Kenseth, Ryan Purse, and Alex Bowman pass us up, we'll be fine. But if they pass us up, there's going to be an issue. Right now, we're at the cutoff at 0. So we're going by points. If you win, you go to the next round regardless of how many points you have. So even if you are in 16th place here in the playoffs, and you come on in and get a win, you are guaranteed to go to the next round. So it incentivizes winning races. What's up, Liam? Thanks for coming out to the stream. So if you do not win a race, you could take a look and see how do you get more points. So it's actually easier to get more points. To get points, you need to get stage wins, but there's no stage wins in this series. So the only other way is with top placement. So if you can't win the race, coming in second place will get you more points and etc. going down. Now, you get more points if you finish above the people in the playoffs. So I believe you get 1 point for finishing above a person in the playoffs. So, for example, if we ended a race coming in 11th place and we finished above these 5 people, Alex Bowman, Ryan, Matt, Kevin, Jimmy Johnson, we would get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get 5 points because we finished above those 5 people. So that would add to our score here, and they would lose a point. Jimmy Johnson would lose 1 point because he came behind me, and Kevin Hart, etc. So it incentivizes finishing high or winning the race. Oh, it's a night race too, y'all. We are here in the Darlington 500. The first round of the playoffs used to be at Chicagoland Speedway. Back in 2017 was the last time Chicagoland Speedway opened it up. Now it is here in Darlington. Existence since 1950. Austin Dillon has crashed during qualifying and will have to use his backup car. That's going to be a big, tough day for him. Martin Truex Jr., the engine change after qualifying. He put a new engine in. And then Kevin Harvick driving a number 4 Mustang coming on in. Starting with the pole win. We're coming to the line with Kurt Busch next to Red Naw Claw here. And here we go with the Darlington 500. Kurt Busch is already starting to hit the shit out of Red Naw Claw. I don't know what the hell is he. He's literally coming up on my bumper, man. He literally spun my ass. Oh, my God. I fucking hate. So get the hell out of my way. What the hell? They are the dirtiest racers in all sports. The freaking Busch brothers, man. Nobody likes them. All right, Red Naw Claw coming on the bottom of Buescher. Trying to stay here on the bottom of Buescher. I believe Buescher's my teammate. We got Joey Logano right here. And Joey Logano is in the round of 16 with Red Naw Claw right behind him. Obviously, Red Naw Claw needs to get behind him to get some placement up here. Matt Kenseth is also in the round of 16. He is also battling it down here. Red Naw Claw will easily come up on the bottom. Red Naw Claw taps him into the wall, but it seemed like that was an accident, not on purpose. Red Naw Claw is in 10th place with Joey Logano right here in front of him. Red Naw Claw will go up to the top and go right behind another number 12 car, which I believe, I keep forgetting his name, but it don't matter, Ryan Blaney.
Still there.
Red Naw Claw pushing the hell out of Joey Logano. Give him that love tap there on that Lowe's or that Shell car. Going 3 wide at the race. Finish race line. Eric Jones, enemies with Red Naw Claw, is getting tapped on. Joey Logano gets a spin on out right there. Red Naw Claw coming on the bottom of Joey Logano on the inside of the lane. Hits Red Naw Claw. Red Naw Claw spins his ass out the way. Red Naw Claw is in 7th place with the 42 credit one. Good. Red Naw Claw coming inside right here. Try to hold on to that number 7 spot, but it slips away. Matt Kenseth will take it away from him. And Red Naw Claw puts the pedal to the metal here with 4 laps completed of 15. He's been racing really hard here. There is a gap from the lead. They're fighting here for the second pack. with Red Naw Claw in the number 8 spot, trying to get there on the inside of Matt Kenseth. Matt Kenseth is slowing a little bit down. Red Naw Claw getting a draft right there on his back tail fender. And Red Naw Claw will easily come on inside. Red Naw Claw just needs to catch up to that Kyle Busch car, the M&Ms. Nobody likes M&Ms because Kyle Busch drives the car. We are all never eating M&Ms again until they take his sponsorship away. Kyle Busch, one of the dirtiest race car drivers of all time. You thought Red Naw Claw was bad? Shit. Watch some of his highlight footage. Red Naw Claw is just a little bit away here, leading the second pack. He looks like to be a lone wolf trying to get up here because Joey Logano right on his tail. Looks like Red Naw Claw is getting on inside. He's about to get right behind the Kyle Busch. They're sprinting there with Alex Bowman. Alex Bowman is currently at the bottom of the round, the Sweet 16, and is going to need to get a very, very good finish here, and he is doing that right now in the 6th place spot. But it looks like Red Naw Claw is catching up on these 6 drivers here in 6 laps. Red Naw Claw is right behind the Busch brother, Kyle Busch. And Red Naw Claw will just come right on inside right there and push everyone the fuck out the way. Red Naw Claw coming on the bottom on the inside. Red Naw Claw takes the lead. Red Naw takes the lead on the 6th lap here in Darlington 500. This is something that Liam Harrison Racing has been telling us all year in his truck driving, man. He's been telling us that Red Naw Claw had the ability to just yeet the shit out of people and just take those leads away, and you can clearly see it here. Red Naw Claw is in here for the long haul, quote Liam Harrison Fun Gaming YouTube channel, and Red Naw Claw is pulling the hell away from their competitors. The pit crew supervisor, Cripsa 200, is telling Red Naw Claw in his ear right now, "Hey man, don't let them draft on you. Keep it up, keep it up." All right, that was some of our inside radio technology from the pit crew, or the crew chief, Cripsa 200. He also provides the cool fuel. I forgot, cool gas. I can't remember what he does, but yeah, he does a lot of things here on the team. Liam Harrison Racing is getting pretty happy here. Don't forget, this is NASCAR. Anything bad at any moment can happen. Red Naw Claw trying to get his 2nd win of the year, and this will be his 1st win of the playoffs ever in his 1st season. But trying to get his 2nd win here. He won at New Hampshire a couple of weeks ago, pushing him into the playoffs. If he didn't get a win there, he would have definitely been on out. The pit crew, the crew chief, Cripsa 200. Crew chief, Cripsa 200. We're going to kill him, the crew chief. Telling us to keep it on up. What a great way to start it here. Red Naw Claw literally pulled the fuck away. I still do not know how he did that. I mean, I literally do not know how I did that, GBH. Well, Red Naw Claw playing really well here. Coming out across the start-finish line. 6 more laps remaining. Going 160 miles, taking a pretty narrow, or trying to stay at the bottom here on the turns, but has a really good lead. Sunoco fuel sign on the side. You have the lead. Try to increase the gap. The crew chief is telling us, Cripsa 200. Oh, we could try to do that. Oh, we could definitely try to do that, man. Dude, I am not letting Kyle Busch beating us in this race. I will spin his ass out. We need to get this win, man, to push it to the next round. And we're going to get a lot of points, too, if we win this, man. Red Naw Claw, if the winner for playoff, for people that do not know the playoffs, in NASCAR, there's the round of 16, then the round of 12, then the round of 8, and then the round of 4. They do 3 races. If you win any of the 3 races, you make it to the next round regardless. If you don't, you need to get points. If you do not have the points, then you cannot do it. And the best way to get points is to pass up people in the 16, and then you get points there, or better finishes. Now, there are other people on this track that are not in the playoffs. Anybody can win this race. There's 40 drivers still. But during the playoffs, the drivers seem to get out the way. Red Naw Claw did make a lot of enemies during the regular season. Red Naw Claw will be coming up on Nemechek, and he will be lapping the number 40 position car. That is the first full lap up, and Chip Ganassis up here. I believe it's Chip Ganassis. Oh, Chip Ganassis get a little love tap in the back of his bumper, driving the Pacific car.
Careful, still there.
And
Finchum. You're all clear up
Is
top.
this Haley Deegan? Is this Haley Deegan?
Car high. Careful.
I thought Haley
You're all
Deegan drew
clear
the
up
monster
top.
car. Maybe she does. I don't know. I don't watch NASCAR that much. I mean, I do, but I don't not that much.
You to go.
Keep being aggressive, but keep it as well. You don't want to mess up them tires. Oh my God, Darrell Wallace Jr., Bubba Wallace Jr. right here. Red Naw Claw, will he let him pass easily? He will. Okay. I think Red Naw Claw and Darrell Wallace Jr. have made up, at least for this first round of playoffs. They are absolute enemies here in the NASCAR. Yeah, people are moving up for Red Naw Claw. This is something you like to see from these NASCAR drivers that cannot make it to the playoffs. Sign of respect for Red Naw Claw and his big ass chewing tobacco dip in his lip. We got one more last lap here at Daytona, we have one more lap last year at Darlington 500. Red Naw Claw passing up everybody on the field. This will be his second win here at the Credit One white flag. Martin McDowell is blocking off Red Naw Claw on the final lap there, and then lets him on down to number 34 Cheerios car. But Red Naw Claw coming on in, trying to get his second win, and he will get his second win here at Darlington 500. The crew chief, Crips at 200, going ecstatic, as well as the owner,
What a win.
Liam Harrison, getting his second win for his team. This is the playoffs. If y'all missed that epic play, Red Naw Claw getting in it, coming on the inside right here. We're looking at this Fanatic replay system. Red Naw Claw on lap 1, moves it on up on lap 2. He's coming on the inside right there underneath the 42 car and sticks right behind Joey Logano. On the third lap, Red Naw Claw passes up a few competitors, bumps the shit out of the DeWalt car, and then keeps on moving up. In the fourth lap here, Red Naw Claw splits away from the pack, trying to catch up with the Busch, Kyle Busch, and he does that pretty successfully here on lap number 6. And lap number 6, he just comes on the bottom, yeets the shit out of Denny Hamlin, and comes right on the bottom. And from there on out, crew chief Cripsa was cheering him on, and it was set in stone at that point. Red Naw Claw leading the field. And on lap 15, he comes around and takes that white checkered flag. Crew chief said, "Gun it. Good race." Oh, yes, sir. Let's do this burnout. Come on. Can I do this burnout still? No, I can't. Oh, you. If you look at the replay, you cannot do the burnout. But last time Red Naw Claw did the burnout, man. God damn, that really pisses me off. Wow. Okay, I can't do the burnout. It don't matter, I guess, but Red Naw Claw gets a win there, bringing Liam Harrison his second win. And we look at the playoff standings here. Red Naw Claw is advancing to the next round, the round of 12. Easily, too. Currently, there's going to be a lot of battling on in here. But Red Naw Claw doesn't need to be worried about it. It's fine, no burnout needed. I know I'm a little bit upset about that, but here's Red Naw Claw at Victory Lane here with his team. You see Crips at 200 right down there, the crew chief. You see Jacob Toll down there as well. You see one of the lady friends also over there, and then you see the owner, Liam Harrison. Big congratulations to Liam Harrison's Motorsports for sponsoring this team. Absolutely wonderful. I have a great time here at Gatorade Lane, and we're going to keep trying to bring home some win. We're not done yet. I don't even think Liam was here for that. That was a bad time to disappear. Finish race. All right. Oh, damn it.
That's a great
Seventh place
driver,
still
top
pretty
10.
close. And then somebody spun me out at the end. Who the fuck spun me out at the end? All right, we're going to the race number 3 of the playoffs. Red Naw Claw will make it to the next round because he already has one race win in the playoffs, as well as, I believe, Denny Hamlin got another race win. So they are safe. They do not need to do any better.
Be ready here.
But they are going to try their hardest to get as many points as possible. Red Naw Claw is starting off in the 13th position place here at Bristol Speedway, the Bass Pro Shop NRA sponsored race here, I believe, in Northwest Ohio. Red Naw Claw coming on the bottom, taking that 12 spot here with Bubba Wallace Jr. trying to spin out Red Naw Claw. Absolute enemies. Red Naw Claw coming on the bottom. On the inside, right behind Joe Logano, who is also in the 16th round. Bubba Wallace Jr. is right on the behind of Red Naw Claw and slips on out with Joey Logano, his Red Naw Claw's new best friend on social media. Red Naw Claw is trying to stay right in front of him on the inside lane. We got 2 laps down. 17 laps to go here, 18 laps according to the game. But Red Naw Claw isn't worried about how many laps he is doing. He needs to be able to make sure he can race here. Another night race, third night race for Red Naw Claw. Red Naw Claw has 2 wins on the year. One at New Hampshire and one at Daytona. Was it? No, Darlington. Darlington 500. Red Naw Claw is just behind the pack. Every time he gets behind the pack, he is able to get away from everybody. Matt Kenseth taking a very high lane there. Red Naw Claw going on the bottom, having the best time in practice. Not the best in qualifying, but best time in practice. Red Naw Claw staying in his line that his crew chief Crips at 200 spot out for him. 5 laps down to 20. We're almost a quarter of the way done with this race here. Kevin Harvick is just out of reach for Red Naw Claw. Red Naw Claw trying to stay on the bottom, get that good line there, and he's getting that good line right behind Kevin Harvick. And Kevin Harvick is trying to slip away right behind Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is playing dirty as he always is. Will not let Kevin Harvick pass up. Red Naw Claw right behind Kevin Harvick. So right now, Kyle Busch is leading this little pack here. But Denny Hamlin right here driving the FedEx 11 car. Remember him. I believe it was exactly at this racetrack that Chase Elliott almost got his first NASCAR win, but Denny Hamlin spun his ass out on the final lap. I believe that was in the 2017 Bristol race. I remember watching that live. Chase Elliott was having a fantastic race, and then Denny Hamlin just said, fuck you, and spun him out. Denny Hamlin just did the same shit to Red Naw Claw. What an absolute dirty-ass driver. What an absolute dirty-ass driver, man. Now Red Naw Claw has lost a lot of speed after Denny Hamlin's spin out. Didn't completely spin out Red Naw Claw, but Red Naw Claw needs to get in that fighting position here. He's going to have to let up Matt Kent or Bauer get up. Red Naw Claw has the good bottom on the outside line. This is the line we've seen him practicing all race weekend here. Crew chief is telling Claude to keep that pace, and he is keeping that pace. We're starting to get up some lap cars here. Claw from Chicago, Red Naw Claw is in the 3rd position place here, just out of reach. The 2 Busch brothers are in position 1 and 2 with Kurt Busch in 1st place spot and Kyle Busch in 2nd place spot. Red Naw Claw will pass up Kyle Busch, and he is just out of reach of his teammate. Red Naw Claw shifts his gear, but is able to keep on moving around. We're starting to get in some lap traffic here. The leader is only 2 seconds away from Red Naw Claw, and Red Naw Claw is trying to catch up, which is Kurt Busch driving the Monster Energy car.
All right, you're clear. Clear high, bud.
There's a lot of lap traffic here, not allowing Red Naw Claw to get his optimal line, and
Stay on the bottom here. All clear.
he's trying to keep getting up. The optimal line is taken up by all these lap cars here. Red Naw Claw is giving them a race for their money. Alex Bowman is fighting for his absolute life here in 31 position. He is going to have to let Red Naw Claw get up here, and I think Alex Bowman is almost out. But it's now Red Naw Claw 1 car length away from Kurt Busch here on the bottom of the Bristol Bass Pro Shop NRA race. 3 laps remaining. Red Naw Claw fighting off. These lap fucking cars are getting in his way. Red Naw Claw is coming on the bottom, going 3 wide here on turn number 2, and going into turn number 3. Kurt Busch slows down Red Naw Claw. It drops there in the optimal line. Red Naw Claw is tapping a little love tap on Kurt Busch here. Only 2 laps to go here, and Kurt Busch is slipping. He's slipping there on lap 2 and 1. Red Naw Claw has to let him recover so he does not crash into him. Red Naw Claw is fighting, absolutely fighting. Red Naw Claw is fighting with 1 lap to go here in Bristol Motor Speedway. It is down at the Credit 1 white flag race here. Kirk Busch and Red Naw Claw fighting here. Coming down on the turn number 3. Turn number 3, Kirk Busch pulls away from Red Naw Claw, taking that optimal line. This would be Red Naw Claw's 3rd win, but it is not going to happen today with Kirk Busch taking a win to put him in to the round of 12. Red Naw Claw had an absolute stunning race. Is just unable to get on by and continue on. But Red Naw Claw still will advance to the next round. Got some good points, but was trying to go for that win there. Kirk Busch does hold off Red Naw Claw. And we see some real good racing for Red Naw Claw in this playoffs here. He's been saving it for the end. It only applies to cars that are in the round of 12, which Chase Elliott was unable to make the round of 16. But Red Naw Claw trying to get one more position or two here with 1 lap to go. Denny Hamlin, and I don't know who's in front of him, but Red Naw Claw trying to get at least one more spot, 1 or 2 more spots here, trying to get a far draft. He is getting a draft for a second. And here goes Red Naw Claw taking the bottom lane here. Gets right up behind Denny Hamlin. Going to try to get a draft here on turn 2 and 3. This is where his chance here. They drop on down, and Stenhouse or Buescher. Red Naw Claw will be moving up right behind Denny Hamlin. And now he is in the 4th position spot here. Fighting along the way. Coming down across the checkered flag, Red Naw Claw, and Red Naw Claw gets fucking 4th place. How did he get fucking 4th place? How did he get fucking 4th place? He literally crossed the fucking line before. He literally got 3rd place. This is rigged. Literally, look at this. Got merch, though. Got some merch money. Woo! Nobody got a win, so nobody is guaranteed in that round. Denny Hamlin still in 1st place. Martin Truex in 2nd. Ron Blaney in 3rd. Kyle Busch in 4th. And 5th place is Red Naw Claw, getting 5 points out of that. 16 position spot. Red Naw Claw doing very well. Almost here at the back of the pack, man. Red Naw Claw is almost to the position to make a play on it. Finn Chum is just losing control. Oh, Finn Chum goes out the way. Finn Chum is dead. I would say Finn Chum is dead after that, but Red Naw Claw does get to move up pretty high. And Red Naw Claw is taking some spots here, moving from dead last to 11th spot, trying to get that number 10 spot going here. Nearly 3 wide. Brad Keselowski, not letting Red Naw Claw come down. Red Naw Claw coming down to the bottom again. He is friends with Brad Keselowski. Don't want to get him mad. Taking that number 9 spot. About 2.5 laps to go. Bad luck for him, that is for true. It's grouped hard, man. Too aggressive. Don't be too aggressive. Red Naw Claw coming on here, taking a 6th place spot away. Denny Hamlin. Stenhouse Jr. here. Stenhouse Jr. is friends with Red Naw Claw. Red Naw Claw is right here in the position, man, to take the lead away from all these racers. Red Naw Claw has done this before, getting a 3rd place spot, I think, at Talladega at the beginning of the year. Taking the 3rd place spot, coming from dead last. Now starting in 39th spot, and he is going 3 wide across the white checkered flag line. Red Naw Claw is in 2nd spot just by 100th of a second with Eric Jones, one of his enemy rivals here in the playoffs. Win and in. We're going 3 wide here on turn 1 and 2. Red Naw Claw does lose that 2nd place spot, and his teammate or his friend Stenhouse Jr. is coming right here. Red Naw Claw is going to go behind Red La Jolie. Red Naw Claw is a little bit away from his team and all his friends. Almost coming here, and Red Naw Claw trying to get another win, his 3rd win of the year. He got a draft partner off of Lily, and he is going to be using that draft here to try to get past Eric Jones. Nobody likes Eric Jones, including Red Naw Claw and Liam Harrison Racing. Red Naw Claw go 3 wide here against the 4 wide here at the at the white checkered line. Red Naw Claw trying to just get a bite up on the 32. If he gets a bite up on the 32, he'll be able to get in a position to move on, but he does not get on that bite. Red Naw Claw will have to go 3 wide on turn 1 and 2. Red Naw Claw needs to make something happen here. 32 car will not slow down at all. Kyle Busch is moving on in to take that spot away, and it looks like Red Naw Claw is going to be in a bad position. Kyle Busch coming down here, trying to take that spot away here. And Red Naw Claw coming down turn 2 and 3. Kyle Busch, Eric Jones, and number 17 coming here at the end. His Claude from Chicago's friend is getting here. Red Naw Claw getting a really good draft of Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch coming down here at the Talladega, going 2 wide here for the second place spot. Red Naw Claw just coming on the bottom of Stenhouse Jr. Stenhouse Jr. is moving on up. Red Naw Claw just behind, taking another second place spot. And his friend Stenhouse Jr. will take the number 1 spot. Red Naw Claw was in position again here at Talladega, Alabama, at the Alabama 500. Taking a second place spot, Red Naw Claw. It was a good race for him, finishing again a 100th of a second behind first place. That must be really disappointing for him. It was a photo finish for second place. Kyle Busch taking third. Liam Harrison, the Motor Speedway's got a big bonus there, $400,000. And let's take a look at the playoffs here. No one has won and is in. It's coming down to points. Got finished the top 10 here. Charlotte Motor Speedway at the Roval 400. Red Naw Claw needs to go.
You're coming to the green.
Needs to race hard, man. Here we go.
Green's out. Let's go.
Stenhouse won the last race. Red Naw Claw trying to get something happen here. Get something started. Don't forget everything he did, Red Naw Claw, in practice, man. He's forgetting everything he did in practice, just hitting the shit out of everybody. Red Naw Claw racing as hard as possible, man. Yes, sir. Red Naw Claw racing hard here.
Right side.
Amarola just right in front of him. All right, man. Red Naw Claw racing hard, man. He's in gear 2. Come on, kid, stop tripping. Red Naw Claw doing pretty good, man, in second place spot here in the lap number 1. Started in 6, moving up to 2. Eric Amarola here. He is Red Naw Claw's friend. Red Naw Claw will not run his ass straight off the road, but just going to try to get past him. Red Naw Claw gets a really bad turn here on that chicane. Has a bad gear switch there by Red Naw Claw. Just a couple seconds behind. It's not terrible, but that chicane did slow Red Naw Claw down quite a lot. He went way too hot into that. Red Naw Claw going down gear 3. Staying in gear 3. I think that's good. He hit the shit out of that dirt, and that messed up his front end. Red Naw Claw going a little bit wide. Eric and Marola still leading here over Red Naw Claw. Going into these tight turns inside the middle of the Roval. Red Naw Claw going to try to... Red Naw Claw try to slit it through there, and it slows him down. That was pretty bad. He left some spot up. Slips there. Red Naw Claw. Eric and Marola still here. Red Naw Claw hits the dirt again. Now Eric and Marola and Red Naw Claw right on each other. Red Naw Claw hits the wall. That's a bad spot. Eric and Marola holding off really hard here. Red Naw Claw trying to get his 3rd win of the year for Liam Harrison Racing. Red Naw Claw just not doing too hot here on these turns. There's still a bit more race to go, but remember,
Right side.
messing up a couple times is going to mess him up here with Stenhouse taking that 3rd spot away. Red Naw Claw, I believe, has won a road course. No, he has not won a road course this year, but he has done pretty well. Yeah, divorce happens. First place finish. Yeah, Red Naw Claw is trying to go for that first place spot finish. Stenhouse is his friend, and Red Naw Claw is racing hard on him. Both racing each other pretty hard. Think they're not going to be friends after this race. Red Naw Claw trying to race down Eric Amarola here. He's been trying to race him down this whole time. Red Naw Claw got really good start here. He gets really bad off of this final turn here, which I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Red Naw Claw forgets to switch gears again. That's what's been slowing him down too. Red Naw Claw needs to do good on one of these chicanes to make up his time. He's been really struggling with the chicanes. The chicane turns are just there to slow him down. Slow down all the racers, but Red Naw Claw has been seeming to slip off of those a lot more than all the other drivers. Red Naw Claw coming up on the chicane. Gets a little bit better of a bot there. There's only one lap to go. Red Naw Claw needs to make something happen here. 3 friends racing it on to the end. Final lap. Eric Amarola racing really, really good. Red Naw Claw does get that good line here. He actually hit that line perfectly there. He hits that gear 3. Comes on down and Red Naw Claw right on the bumper, Eric Amarola. Right on the bumper of Eric Amendola. Red Naw Claw is trying to come on the bottom. Red Naw Claw is coming on the bottom right here on the straightaway on turn number 5. Red Naw Claw pulls off the absolute miracle hat trick of a move right there. He just needs to hold on for the remainder of this race. We were not expecting him to do that there, but Red Naw Claw made that perfect move there on the inside of the Charlotte Roval, and now he's trying to hold on to lead against Eric Amendola. He is doing really hot here, switching gears a little bit rough there, and Eric Amendola is not trying to let this race up after holding it for nearly 3 laps. Red Naw Claw is almost here at the end. Jimmy Johnson here was leading before and spun out on this final chicane turn down here. Red Naw Claw is not trying to make the exact same mistake. Red Naw Claw racing hard here at the end. In Charlotte Motor Speedway, it will be going to Red Naw Claw, Eric Amendola, and Stenhouse Jr. Red Naw Claw gets his 3rd win here in the NASCAR 2021 season for Liam Harrison Motorsports, and his 2nd playoff win, moving a win and in. We got some post-game coverage from we'll have some post-game commentary from Liam Harrison's Having Fun channel after we see this burn. Wait, I can't do the burnout? God, I hate it. If you don't do the burnout instantly, you don't get to do it. Damn it, man. That is so infuriating, but whatever. We won the race. I can't do the burnout again because I didn't press it quick enough. That's so stupid. But it's fine, I guess. Oh, did I tell you that the Roblox game, like Phasmophobia? You did. I didn't get to do the burnout, but we get that big, beautiful trophy. We go to Liam's Having Fun. He says, it's about wins, not... We got a quote from Liam's Having Fun. Quote, it's about wins, not friendships. It's not easy when you have to turn right. That's true. All right. Man, we're cashing out on that big $500,000. Woo! Red Naw Claw getting a lot of points on that. A huge race win here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Roval. I think AJ deleted his account. I don't know, man. I actually don't know. Red Naw Claw getting his 3rd win this year. Holding up that very beautiful trophy. Liam Harrison seeing those ching dollar signs. Cripsa's crew chief bringing home another win. He's going to probably keep his job after this season. And that's the end of Rent 12. And Red Naw Claw started from the bottom. Now we're here, taking round 2. Or passing the round of 12. They can't let him get past me. That's what I'm trying to say. Regardless. We passed up 2 people that are in the final 8. That should move us up. But I don't know. It's like everything's very split here. Yeah. Yeah, I can't spell for my life, though. All right, here we go. Kansas finishing 6th spot. Not great,
Heck of a
not
run.
bad.
You got a top 10 finish.
I am dumb. I can say everything from the beginning. We're gonna have to make some big moves for our car coming up next. What I should have done was this race. I should have raced with my super speedway car.
2 to go.
I should have raced with my super speedway car and just put all my workers to work on this car here, so that would be perfectly flawless for the next race. But that's kind of a big risk, you know, considering that I need to do good in this race or I wouldn't be racing the next race. So I have to see if I'm going to risk it all here next. If I could pass up Eric Jones here on this final lap, man, that would be freaking fantastic. We need to get as many points as we can so I can see what happens.
All clear.
Oh, there we go.
Still there.
There we go.
Hold your line. Got one outside.
That was a money move right there.
That's a fantastic result, driver.
Have you been to Kansas? It's kind of unforgettable. No. The farthest I've been is, driving-wise, has been to Iowa.
Careful. Still there. Got a car high now. All right. You're clear.
All right, Red Naw Claw is just a couple seconds behind Brad Keselowski. 1 second behind him, 1.5 seconds. That's still a lot. 1 second doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot for NASCAR. We're coming down to the end. Red Naw Claw needs to make something happen, get lucky by some of these lap cars to move out of his way. He is getting lucky here with some of these lap cars. He has 2 of his friends next to him. His friends may be able to give him a draft boost here and let him slip on the inside.
Still there. Car there on your outside. Clear high, bud. Still there. Top spree. Use
A lot of people are stuck in Red Naw Claw's way. He can almost see Brad Keselowski. He can actually see Brad Keselowski right here on this turn. He is just in the way. Nemenchuk is not moving out the way for Red Naw Claw. There is only going to be 2 or 3 more laps to go here. 3 more laps to go. Red Naw Claw is right here. Brad Keselowski is the same friends with Red Naw Claw. Joey Lagan, no, it's number 34, the Cheerios car is slowing down. Brad Keselowski, Red Naw Claw is racing hard here. All 3 friends going 3 wide. The Red Naw Claw is coming on the bottom right down here. Martin McDowell moves over for Red Naw Claw. Brad Keselowski is to go on top of Martin McDowell. Red Naw Claw goes really hard on turn number 1. Coming on in turn number 2, coming back down, cutting in front of Brad Keselowski. Red Naw Claw gets spun out by number 32. Red Naw Claw gets spun out by number 32. Red Naw Claw is going to remember that. Forever. Red Naw Claw almost got himself a win here today, but got spun out by number 32. That is going to be absolute. He got spun out by a lapped car. What an absolute terrible way for Red Naw Claw to end the race. But Brad Keselowski will not complain about that. Red Naw Claw is very disappointed in that effort there. And that's just racing. Lap cars need to learn how to get the hell out the way. Red Naw Claw gets his 3rd second place finish of this year and should have been his win. This happened very similarly to Chase Elliott in his 2nd season in NASCAR, where he got spun out by Denny Hamlin here. Red Naw Claw got robbed. Got robbed by a lap car and a so-called friend. Red Naw Claw should not beat himself up too much there. He still finished on top of all the things, but he needed that money, and he will be advancing to the Final 4. The championship race here at Phoenix Raceway is set to begin. The final NASCAR Cup will be racing here. Red Naw Claw starting the farthest in the field here at this short track race, trying to make up 12 spots to get himself a win. But Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, and Martin Truex Jr. winning the pole, starting in that first place spot, is trying to hold it on. 41 laps are set to be raced here in Phoenix. And Red Naw Claw is moving up the field, going from 12th to 9th in 1 lap. His short track car was purchased by Liam Harrison Motorsports just their first season at the last 2 sets of the season. There is a spin out there. The number 14 car spins out, and there is a crash. We will be getting our first caution of the season, and it looks to be very detrimental. Red Naw Claw will not pit. Nobody will pit, and they will be advancing to the green flag here. We'll be going green very shortly. Red Naw Claw is in shooting spot here. In 7th place spot. Kyle Busch, his competitor, is right in front of him. Red Naw Claw is right on the Toyota's bumper, trying to stay really tough here. Obviously, everyone here is good friends with each other, but there is no friendships. Friendships are all gone. This is all for the marbles. Will Red Naw Claw be able to move it on up? In 6th place spot here, 5 laps have been raced after that yellow flag. Red Naw Claw passes up Kyle Busch, and Martin Truex has fallen to 3rd. Kyle Busch's brother has regained his spot, as well as Red Naw Claw dropped back down to 6th position. Red Naw Claw is pushing on Kyle Busch pretty hard. The Busch brothers are trailing behind Red Naw Claw. Right on his right rear tire is Kyle Busch, driving the M&M Toyota Camry. Martin Truex is in the 3rd place spot with Red Naw Claw in 4th position. Denny Hamlin in 2nd, and I don't know who's in 1st place, but 1st place is pulling on out ahead, which is the number 2 car, Brad Keselowski. Brad Keselowski is not in the playoffs, but is still trying to get himself a win here today. Now, you do not need to win the race here in the championship. You just need to finish above your racing competitors, and Red Naw Claw is in right behind the 2, Denny Hamlin and Martin Truex Jr.
That was a great lap.
Red Naw Claw did a last lap at 27 seconds here in Phoenix. We have a big star commentator coming on in for our broadcast. His name is Zach Daily Games. He'll be giving us some commentary. Hey guys, it's Zach Daily Games. I stream on YouTube all the time, and I love City Skylines. I also have the Wolf and Finance YouTube channel. Thank you, Zach Daily Games, for coming on, for adding that star commentary. Wait, before I go, make sure you eat some ice cream. I love ice cream. All right, thank you, Zach Daily Games. Now we're back to the broadcasters. Red Naw Claw has moved ahead, taking the number 2 spot away from Martin Truex Jr. Martin Truex Jr. is at the right rear bumper, now side by side, coming on in turn number 3 on lap number 11. Red Naw Claw slices on in and takes that spot away. Truex is still fighting on in and cuts down and takes that 2nd place spot away from Red Naw Claw. He had it for about 3 seconds. Truex is racing pretty hard here. Red Naw Claw goes very high here. Denny Hamlin right behind Red Naw Claw. Currently, the leader, Brad Keselowski, is leading, and behind him is now Red Naw Claw. Red Naw Claw goes on the bottom of Truex and takes it away from Truex. He's trying to hold Truex off, and he does successfully hold him off at the start-finish line. Red Naw Claw racing hard. Truex is trying to come up on the inside. Red Naw Claw going on the bottom here. And Brad Keselowski is pulling away very far. Brad Keselowski is 1.4 seconds ahead of Red Naw Claw. But Red Naw Claw does not need to beat Brad Keselowski to win the championship. Red Naw Claw needs to just beat Truex, Denny Hamlin, and Kyle Busch. Currently, the only Chevrolet car doing very well this year. Toyotas have done fantastically, winning, I believe, over 50% of all races this year. Chevrolets only making the lowest contribution, I believe, at about 20%. Red Naw Claw has performed very well here in the playoffs. In the first 2 rounds, the round of 16 and the round of 12, got 2 wins. One at Darlington, and what was the other one? I cannot remember. Darlington and at Charlotte, the Charlotte Roval. Was unable to get a race win. in a couple of the last rounds of the playoffs. Red Naw Claw did come in second place 2 times, one at Talladega and one at something else. I cannot remember. Oh, Martinsville, last race. Red Naw Claw has been robbed of one win, which was the last race, where a lap car in 32nd. I think it was a 28th position, 28th spot. A 28th position car spun out the race winner, making Red Naw Claw take a second place spot. It happens here in racing. Liam Harrison was not too happy, went straight to the Board of Commissioners for NASCAR, tell him about this. Board of Commissioners was unable to penalize them, but Red Naw Claw needs to wipe that off here, and he has wiped it off, getting a very strong lead against his competitors here in the final championship car race at Phoenix. We are halfway done with lap number 15 of 41. Red Naw Claw is doing well. His right front side tires are taking a lot of damage. I'm not sure if people will be pitting in this race, but Red Naw Claw is going to have to make that a priority. So getting a big, strong lead here without any cautions will be very vital to his success. Remember, he does not need to win this race, even though he is getting closer to Brad Keselowski every second here. He does not need to beat him. He needs to beat his competitors. He would like to finish this off with a big win for Liam Harrison's Motorsports team, getting 3 wins this year. Like I said, one in the regular season at New Hampshire and 2 in the playoffs. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. Play commercial. I hope you get this win, man. I got to roll. All right, man. Have fun, Liam. Blimp is out here today. A fun fact, blimps. There's actually not that many blimps left in the world. I believe there's less than, I think there's only 12 blimps in the entire world, and 6 of them are owned by Goodyear, which are the sponsors for official NASCAR racing tires. Red Naw Claw on lap number 18 is right on Brad Keselowski's tail. They will cross the line, pushing it to lap number 19. 23 laps remaining here in Phoenix, Arizona. Brad Keselowski and Red Naw Claw do collide. Red Naw Claw gets a huge gun up on the top on that high lane, passing lapped cars. And Red Naw Claw takes the official lead here on lap number 14. Just needs to hold on to this for the rest of the race. There most likely will be a pit somewhere in this race. 13% racing is a lot of racing. We are almost halfway done. One more lap. This lap will be the final halfway point. Red Naw Claw pulling very far ahead of Brad Keselowski and trying to keep that pressure on. Hopefully nothing detrimental happens. Looks like cars are moving out the way for Red Naw Claw. It's just been an absolute fantastic season here. 5 live streams streamed upon. Red Naw Claw starting as one of the absolute worst drivers to now becoming one of the best drivers. Only winning 3 races, taking 3 second place finishes. Then I believe about 5 to 10 top 10s. And the rest are top 25 or below. So, did pretty well. Obviously wants to make a very strong statement here at the end. Just got to make sure he drives safe and strong, and he'll be able to get it.
All right, you're clear.
Currently, Claude from Chicago's second channel, Claude's History Course, has been doing very successfully well, hitting over 100 views in 3 videos. So big congratulations for everyone that has watched that channel. 2 Fridays ago, Claude from Chicago, Claude's History Course dropped a video about John Baptiste Pontesalvo, which is the father of Chicago. So if you are a big fan of Chicago, make sure you watch that video if you already haven't. They renamed Lakeshore Drive 3 hours later after that video came out. So Claude's history course will take full credit of that.
All right, you're clear.
That change, even if he wasn't a part of it. But yeah, that was something I was not. I don't think anybody was expecting was going to happen. For people that are new to this channel, we live stream Fredcraft on Twitch at Claude from Chicago on Twitch. So make sure you check out those Fredcraft streams. They are saved on Twitch for 2 weeks after being streamed. So it is very fun and exciting to watch live. And the edited streams will be posted onto YouTube. Trying to work on a video for this Wednesday. Got a little bit of it done today. It's actually really tough to edit. This episode's been really tough to edit because of how unprepared I was for these deaths. So have to focus a little bit more. We have a lot of laps left for fuel. Aerodynamics doing well, our radiator's doing well, our oil temperature's doing well.
Stay low.
But our tires are not doing well. Our tires are slashing up. Red Naw Claw's tires coming on in here at 64% on his front right rear, 75% on his back right. Sorry, his front right tire is at 63% remaining. Red Naw Claw's back right tire is at 75. Just under 80% for both the left and for the front left, and then 82 for Red Naw Claw's back left tire. Red Naw Claw has been plagued all year, or at the beginning of the year, with bad tires, and here in the championship round, seeming to be something that's happening again. He will probably have to come up here and pit, and if he spins out of control, that's going to be bad for him. So does he take the effort here and just race it soft and wait for those tires to go out, or pit early? We will see. There might be a caution that comes out too. We don't know what'll happen. If a caution comes out, Red Naw Claw will be in a good spot. He's looking for a caution to come out, so then he doesn't need to go in and pit while everyone's out there. But he also doesn't want to stay out too long where his tire may pop and slow him down. Currently, he's doing very well. He has a 6-second lead over an 8-second lead actually over Denny Hamlin, which is his closest competitor, and then a 8.4-second lead over what's his face. But yet he is slipping pretty bad here. Only 11 laps to go. Red Naw Claw needs to kind of go a little bit softer on these turns if he wants to keep this race alive for him. Christopher Bell used to be his friend, no longer friends after the last couple races, but remember, winning is permanent. Friends are temporary. Red Naw Claw does not obviously want to spin out here. We've said that a few times. 10 laps to go. But Red Naw Claw also does not want to go in pit lane, put 4 tires on, just to then come up slow. So, it's going to be a very tough decision. The crew chief, Cripsa, is not here for this race. And all the people that are in front of Red Naw Claw are his friends, so you can't even just purposely spin anybody out here. He actually has to race it out and pray that his tires stay intact, or hopes that there's a caution. We don't hope there's a caution. We want all clean racing here. But he's hoping that there's going to be a caution coming out soon. He is definitely nearly drifting on these turns. Dropping down to the bottom. He didn't even move his controller, and he just dropped straight to the bottom on that. Eric Jones is in front of him. This might be the opportunity for Red Naw Claw to do something very dirty. Spin him out to make sure that he can get a nice clean.
Stay high, stay high. All clear.
A nice clean pit stop. He slipped super hard.
Hold your line. Got one out.
There he goes, spinning him out. There goes the spin out. Red Naw Claw just spins out of time before he gets lapped. He will be going in for the pit. He will be going for no fuel, 4 tires, repairs, no repairs. This is going to be an absolutely wild pit. Red Naw Claw pits, and he gets dropped back 19 spots.
Coming to the green.
Here in the championship. That might have not been the best spot for him to do it. Only a few laps remaining here. Red Naw Claw did need a pit. He was slipping and sliding all over the spot, and he needs to make an absolute miracle happen here. He was doing very well. Nobody else pitted. I don't know why. Nobody else pitted. Red Naw Claw has some fresh tires and is able to spin and get himself up. He didn't slip there. He's behind the Oscar Mayer car, Ryan Newman, and is just absolutely slicing up these race car drivers, jumping up within 1 lap from 16th to 6th. And he is just behind Bush's and will easily pass up those cars in 1 lap. And his friend here is right in front of him. That was an absolutely good move. We all thought that was a bad move, but getting those 4 fresh tires was 100% worth it. Red Naw Claw in 2 laps is able to get back up and is now in the first place spot and is just a few laps away from getting his first championship in his rookie season. An absolutely great way to do it there. That was definitely a lot of hearts were throbbing there for the Red Naw Claw fans. Lap 39 of 41, first place spot. He is absolutely slicing it up with a 1.52 second lead over second place. Denny Hamlin, 3 seconds behind. Kurt Busch, 3 points behind. And Martin Truex, 3.2 seconds behind. Red Naw Claw has been an absolute dominated this race at the end of the season as well, pulling off about to be 4 wins. 4 wins out of 30-something odd races. I think 36 races. And Red Naw Claw is going to be coming to the white Credit One Bank final lap. You can see a close-up of Liam Harrison Motorsports. The owner is sitting in pit row. Crew Chief Cripsa sitting up top, telling Red Naw Claw to race hard here at the end, put up a dominant effort. Only a few short seconds away for Red Naw Claw fans, and Red Naw Claw having an absolute heartthrob here coming down at the Geico restart zone, and he will be winning the NASCAR Championship 2021 race. Red Naw Claw. And he will be going to do a burnout here. He does the first burnout in New Hampshire, and he does the best burnout of his lifetime here. And that is all the burnout we get, apparently. Thank you so much, racing fans, for watching Red Naw Claw and his entire race here, winning the Phoenix 500. And is now named the champion of the 2021 NASCAR Monster Energy Cup. An absolute dominant way to end the series. A huge, fantastic win. I want to thank you racing fans for sticking around during this series. To check out the rest of our playlists for NASCAR, check them out, linked in the description. Red Naw Claw has won the championship for Liam Harrison Motorsports at the Phoenix 500. This has been an absolutely wild ride of a year for him once again, coming from the bottom to the top. A rookie nonetheless. Red Naw Claw, do you have anything to say to your fans for winning this series? Well, y'all, I want to appreciate my owner and sponsors, Liam Harrison Motorsports, for bringing me home this victory and putting together a great car, going out the way, buying that short track car on the final 2 races. An absolute big decision there by the owner, Liam Harrison. I want to thank my crew chief, Crips of 200, Red, Jacob Toll. I want to thank all of our other sponsors like Zach Della Games, Gavin, Wicked, Janko, Cripsa, Erica, and Alpine. It's been an absolute shock right here. We look at the story of the week. Red Naw Claw shocks the world and wins the NASCAR Series Championship. Phenomenon breaks out as a thrill fans take to the streets. Yes, y'all, this has been an absolute wonder and a pleasure of a lifetime here. Joey Logano, good friend of mine. Eric Amarola, a great friend of mine. Alex Bowman, now a friend of mine. Stenhouse, a friend of mine. Stenhouse, again, a friend of mine. Chase Elliott, a friend of mine. Ross, I think about him. And we got ourselves a new friend. Eric Jones was not too happy on that race, but that's fine. We got ourselves a win, y'all. We got a bunch of achievements, and our agent here says, he's giving us some advice for the next season, but if y'all want to see a next season, make sure you comment down below. I want to thank y'all for watching this season, seeing Red Naw Claw come all the way up from something to nothing. Remember, not only that a real Fredling makes their own luck, but a real Fredling also never gives up, y'all. I could have gave up on those first couple races and shot myself in the gutter, but Red Naw Claw does not give up. Fredlings do not give up, y'all. We make our own luck by not giving up, y'all. And if y'all want to win anything or do anything in your life, just please do not give up, y'all. I do appreciate y'all. Hopefully we'll have ourselves another season. If not, we got a great variety of games here on this channel, like the Olympics, baseball, Minecraft, City Skylines, Skyrim, RPGs, y'all. I want to thank y'all for once again. And remember, y'all, a real Fredling makes their own luck.